How many bloody centre-backs, defenders or midfielders Chelsea are going to buy? I have enough, but I have to report this because it's part of my daily life. That's what I do, on my spare time. So I have to come to you guys with something that doesn't make even sense and help you think outside the box. Hello there, dear friends. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. Chelsea been linked with everybody under the sun, especially in the defense and the midfield. I can give you some names: Jose Jimenez, Upamecano, Sule, Alaba, Konate, Varane. The list goes on. And tomorrow, don't be surprised to see Djiloboji, Lewis Dunk, Ben White, and even William Saliba linked with Chelsea Football Club. In this video, we're gonna focus on Raphael Varane and Konate. The two French guys are heavily linked with Chelsea Football Club. Let's start by Raphael Varane. How many times we've been linked with this guy? Since when Mourinho came back from Real Madrid, it was like, oh, he was going to sign tomorrow, right? And then tomorrow and next window and next window, he never signed for Chelsea Football Club. Very, very good and easy news to make. And people love to do this. It's just a recycled news as usual. And it always makes sense because he is talking about renewing his contract at Real Madrid now, and the agent, the newspapers are going to talk about him not wanting to stay at Real Madrid anymore, and they will link him with many clubs: Man United, Man City, Chelsea Football Club. It's all the same. And don't get me wrong, Varane is a good defender, a World Cup winner, 4 times Champions League winner. He won pretty much everything in his life, and he's still very young for a defender. My problem with Varane is that he's not a leader. Varane is just like Andreas Christensen or Kurt Zuma. You know what I mean? Andreas Christensen and Kurt Zuma, if they play alongside John Terry, Van Dijk, Ramos, they are going to be top-class, world-class defenders. But when they play alongside average other defenders, they look average. And Varane without Sergio Ramos is a Christensen without John Terry at Chelsea Football Club, if you know what I mean. Varane needs a leader. Varane needs to be reminded during the game to keep going, to wake up. Every time that brother plays alone in the defense, Real Madrid, most of the time, they end up by losing those games. Fact. Another thing to take to consideration is, why would Varane leave Real Madrid when he's established the language, the culture, everything? Zidane is the coach, and move to Chelsea Football Club, the Premier League, the toughest league in the world, and restart from zero. It doesn't make sense to me. The only way that makes sense is money. If he got crazy amount of money from Chelsea Football Club, he can come. But I don't see really Chelsea giving him more money than what they are paying N'Golo Kante, for example. You know what I mean? So, in my humble opinion, this is just paper talk. It's not gonna happen. Real Madrid are not going to let Varane go. They're gonna offer him a good contract because he represents a lot of things in that team. And Real Madrid are at the end of the cycle right now. Okay, Sergio Ramos might leave the end of the season. Modric might leave, and many players are going to the end of their career right now. Varane is going to represent, something in that young future Real Madrid team. They are not gonna let him go. This is just paper talk. This is just contract talk. And to be honest with you, Chelsea don't need a Varane. They need a Sergio Ramos, a John Terry, a Van Dijk, a Ruben Diaz. Look how Ruben Diaz transformed John Stones. You see how John Stones is playing right now? So Varane is exactly like John Stone, Kurt Zouma, Andreas Christensen. We just need a powerful leader in that defense and not another Kurt Zouma or another Andreas Christensen. Let's now talk about Ibrahima Konate from RB Leipzig. He's been heavily linked with Chelsea Football Club. One more time, it's not the first time. I always remind you guys that there is nothing new under the sun. It's the same information recycling over and over again. Yesterday, it was all about Upamecano, his brother French guy, right? And today, it's Konate. It doesn't make sense to me. Couple of weeks ago, it was all about Nagelsmann to Chelsea Football Club, and he was gonna bring the entire Leipzig team at Chelsea Football Club. Just think outside the box, guys. This guy Konate, in my humble opinion, he is better than Upamecano. I said it in the past, and I will stick with my guns. So it could be because of my biased opinion when it comes to Upamecano. I think Tomori should be given a chance instead of buying Upamecano. That is just my biased opinion, of course. I believe that Tomori is better than Upamecano. But when it comes to Konate, I think he's better than Upamecano, and I will consider to go for him. Don't ask me why. Sometimes we are biased, but sometimes also I watch a lot of games in the French national team, you know, under 21s, and you know, even when he was playing back in France, I was always impressed about Konate. I was never impressed about Upamecano, and that is a choice, man. You can't impose me your choices. This is my own choice. So if I have to choose between Ibrahima Konate and Dayot Upamecano, my choice is going to be very clear. I'm gonna go for Konate. Do I see this happening? I don't think so, because we have many defenders. We have Mark Guay, we have Ethan Ampadu, we have Levy, we have Xavier Bouyamba. I can go, the list is on and on and on. How about Malang Sarr? How about the defenders that we already have in the team? I sound like a broken record, repeating the same thing over and over again. How about the hustle himself, who is showing some sign of greatness, if you can say that, you know? Tony Rudiger, right? Christensen, a very good defender, a clean defender who just needs somebody to lead, who need a prime Thiago Silva. You know what I mean? Kurt Zouma need another John Terry to play with him. So we have many defenders, center backs or whatever position, we have many of them. Now it's time to focus on finding the leader in that defense, and we will be all set. Leave your comment. You don't have to agree with me. This is just my biased opinion. No need to insult anybody here. Leave your comment, give your opinion, and tell us why would you like to see Varane and Konate at Chelsea Football Club. God bless, and see you in the next one.